on guys, how is everyone doing? So, who do we have here? We have Kid Bash Carnage. Hello bro, I'm still in work, will pop in soon as I'm home bro. Well, travel safe bro. How is everyone doing guys? Today we're painting, so I'm gonna be able to answer all the chats and Twitch included. So that's great news. That's great news. So tell me, how is everyone doing? Hello Paron. I will move you guys here, and on the other screen I'm gonna move Twitch. So I'll move Twitch and what you call it, and TikTok chat here. It's like 7 different freaking streaming platforms. I wish Streamlabs have one gigantic super chat, so I can have like all 3 at the same time, because it doesn't really matter on what platform you're watching me. I can, like, chat is all the same. Alright, so here's our boy Veskerit, the Skaven Demon King, and today we're starting painting him. So what do we do right now? Before we switch to oils, we're going with a contrast paints to go over cloth parts and metallics. But metallics we will go with wildwood, because I need like dark brown base for the metallics. You will see what I mean later. So we have a lot of work. I'm not sure how much we will do today, so let's just head straight to it. I'll try to chat with you and keep up with the chat as much as possible, but there will be times where I need to really focus. Last 2... oh yeah, sorry, you may notice that Monday stream did not happen, and the answer is that we got electricity outage in my other studio, in the studio where I have 3D printers, and the print of the base failed, so I had to be there and like start all over. So that's why. Yeah, I'm curious how long this will take us to paint, because it's a lot of teeny tiny details. I will try to use every single possible shortcut and yet deliver display quality paint job. So all the metallics will be this dark brown as a base. Then we're gonna do a red for the cloth, and then we dry brush the metallics, and then we're going straight to oils. And it took me a long time to actually prepare the model, because there were so many holes, as this is a huge model and it's hollowed. So, and yeah, cutting supports, that was fucking pain in the ass. That was tough. First idea of how to paint it was, I was thinking of like going most of the parts with airbrush, but then I like decided otherwise, because Skavens are very good opportunity for grimdark scheme, right? Yeah, and I cannot chew nicotine patches this today, right now, because that makes my hands shaky, and now I need like full mobility slash hand steadiness, because this got a lot of tiny details, guys. Hello Supernova, this is my first stream here, happy to be here, and I'm happy that you are here. Enjoy. If you like to ask about anything, fire up. And this wildwood paint is like very thick. I think because I freshly opened it, but it was like sitting here for a long time, I guess, because it was very goopy. Yeah, these heats are not helping the paints to be fresh. And these past 2 days were kind of cool, were about like 26 to 28 degrees. But then I checked the forecast, and from tomorrow it will be like 35 and above again. So yeah, this hell seems never end. God, I wish this summer is over. Summer is like the only part of the year, only season which I like genuinely dislike. Everything else I love. And during the best part of the summer, which is like first few weeks, like the beginning of the summer, and it's a mosquito season, so everything is balanced for the worst part. Yeah, thinning down the wildwood was actually a good idea, because now it's kind of looking better. So let's go to the crown now. Now I need to be very careful not to hit the skin part. So, and once we will done with acrylics, hopefully in an hour, then we're gonna go with oil washes and swiping. So first like layer of oils will be like general mixed with black and streaking grime, so dark, very dark brown. And then once it's dry, so tomorrow I'll switch into very thin oil paints. Thank you very much for follow. Welcome, bro. Soon we're gonna reach 6,000 subscribers on YouTube. So it's awesome. Hello Leda Kabel, what kind of brush would you recommend? In general, I use synthetic brushes, most good guys here recommend natural hair like Kolinsky. Yeah, definitely for the detail stuff, Kolinsky. I cannot express enough how good and necessary Kolinsky brushes are. And if you, yeah, they might get kind of expensive, or not even. I mean, for this particular brand of brushes, I use Colibri. It's basically like 7 euro for a brush, and if you take care of them, they will last you a long way. So every like maybe 1 year or 2 years, I buy a whole bunch of them, and such details as applying contrast or basically any detail work, I'm working with them. And some of them I'm using for oils as well. Because it's not true that oil washes or oil paints are damaging your brushes. If you take care of them, and after each session you need to properly wash them in the, in a thinner, nothing will happen. The only thing would really like damage your Kolinsky brushes, or like any brushes in general, is like metallics, because they contain tiny parts of like shredded metal, and that's literally like shredding it. So for the metallics, generally I use standard synthetic brushes such as these. I'm fortunate enough that in the local mall, which I live by, it's like 5-minute drive by car for me, they are selling these packs of these yellow brushes. So there are 7 brushes in there, kind of decent quality, I have to say, for like €2 or $1.50, something like that. So I always like buy this huge batch of them, like 7 to 8 packs, and I use them for everything else. And when it comes to flat brushes, I'm ordering them from either AliExpress or Temu in large packs, and I call them the sacrificial brushes. So I do everything with them, like dirtiest work. Anything from dry brushing to like mixing silicone when I'm molding and stuff. Question: have you taken any kind of art classes, or have you learned all this through the trial and error? Bro, everything was learned by trial and error. I haven't taken a single art class in my life. So I was like, when I began to paint like 9, maybe 10 years ago, was it? There were not much tutorials on YouTube. So I went and experimented. Then when the channels start popping up, such as like, Vincent Venturella or other guys, thank you very much for following. I start learning from them. But best way to learn is to practice. Like, I basically hobby every day, because it's my job, right? But it was times when I did not have like 3D printer, and I was not physically sculpting. So before I started learning sculpting, I was just painting or like kit bashing or building, however you want to call it, and I was doing that every day. So good audiobook in ears or podcast, and just be with yourself. Now if I miss like small parts, it doesn't matter, because oils will save us as usual. So yeah, generally I try not to target unwanted areas, but if it happens, well, it is what it is. And it's kind of difficult for me to like wrap my head around, because I have camera right here in front of my face. So this is extra like carefulness required to not bump into camera and see the actual model. Guys, have you already seen the new Alien movie? I think we'll go tomorrow to cinema, because I watched the reviews and it looks really good. I like Alien franchise, one of my favorite sci-fi franchises. Yeah, it's so well established and well written. I was a fan since beginning, basically, because my father let me watch it, Alien 1, when I was a kid. Well, I did not have nightmares from that. Not as much as from some episodes of X-Files. That was my grandpa's fault. Thank you for the follow. The bell is ringing and that's how I like it. And somebody pointed out that this model is so complex that it will be like hell to paint. And that someone is absolutely right. And and only an idiot would sculpt such model. What kind of idiot sculpted this, guys? Tell me. Oh wait, I know him. He's me. Well, remember as I was sculpting him, I kept saying like painting part is the future Maho's problem. Right now we're having fun sculpting. At the age, and why did you get into bodybuilding? Well, I do, like, I compete in sports since the age of 7, basically. So at the age of 7, I started water polo. We played the National League for Slavia, UK, and at 13 was the time to hit the gym. So our trainer, my coach on water polo, introduced us to the gym, and I kind of fell in love with that. So like bodybuilding, I started doing probably at like 15 or 16 when I like really started to research like all the nerdy stuff. I started studying biochemistry, nutrition, and everything basically to boost your performance. So then I was like starting to like really get obsessed with the gym in general. And 15 was actually the time when I like stopped doing water polo. I quit because I felt that I need to move on. But it gave me very good how to say it, like kickstart to the sports, because like having trainings 2 times a day, because we're swimming mornings and we're swimming evenings every day. That was a good kickstart, I would say. And I can proudly say that to this day I'm kind of good swimmer. I'm fast. I'm very fast. And I still swim as a cardio. So I'm that water element. So, hello Pato! But when I was like most obsessed with bodybuilding, probably at the age of like from 17 to like 19, that was like my peak madness. Every day I was watching like bodybuilding videos, training, like workout trainings from Dorian Yates, Blood and Guts, Unchained from Branch Warren and Johnny Jackson. So, and videos from Mr. Hasni. I was really into bodybuilding back then. Every second of the day I lived and I think about it. Right now not that much. I'm more into powerlifting and other like strengths parts. In October I have the World Championship in strict bicep curl. I'm already qualified, so I'm looking forward. And in September I was supposed to have a deadlift competition, but 3 weeks ago I tore my hamstring during the deadlift, so unfortunately I'm in recovery, so I cannot attend that. And I have that on video. So I can show it to you guys. I was supposed to pull 250 for 4 reps as a normal working session, 250 kilos, which is like what, 500 something pounds, 550. and like as soon as I lifted it off the ground, it just pop, and bye bye hamstring. Well, I have a problem now. There's a really tight spot, as you can see here in the horn. I need to target it with the brown, so let me just have a sip of water. Can you wait for the Maho Fitness channel to debut? Dude, I already like started it, but I just cannot think of some proper content to pull. I still did not figure the structure of what I will do, because what? Hey, hello Kid Bash, I just seeing you on TikTok. Do you take any art classes? Yeah, I read that. Okay, whatever. So what? Yeah, the fitness. So I still like trying to figure out what kind of content I will do. But guys, I can tell you, like, I'm looking forward to for October. It will be like after the competition. So I need to heal my body because I'm so broken. Everything hurts, and I will just go off PEDs back to TRT, and I'll start running again because I don't feel comfortable with so much weight carrying around. I feel like shit on PEDs. And I'm doing very low doses. I'm like never exceeding 500 milligrams a week, which is like not even proper cycle in the bodybuilding terms. However, I just hate being on gear. It really sucks. So if you see any of your favorite fitfluencers praising gear and PEDs, it's not that. It's not nice. Yeah, that's my point. You feel like shit. When I was doing PEDs when I was like 21, that was like way more fun because young body don't manifest like so much side effects. But right now at the age of 31 or 32. I don't even know how old I am, to be honest. I guess I'm 32. Yeah, it's not that nice, cause so I'm looking forward to go off and lose some weight. Yeah, I'll cut at least 4 kg in October. Just to be mobile again. Thank you for the follow. Epic Streamlabs. Oh yeah, it's Gilly. Sorry brother, I did not catch it. But thank you for being here. Sorry to hear that. How old are you, Mass? I'm either 31 or 32. Right now, I'm really not sure. No, I think I'm 31. Yeah, it sucks when I tore my hamstring, but it's my fault. I did like too aggressive jump because I just recently learned the hook grip, and I jumped too fast. Because yeah, I had the instructions from the organization that in order for me to qualify for the bicep curl or world championship, I need to have at least one powerlifting competition this year to be eligible to qualify. So that's why I was trying to deadlift, even though I haven't like properly deadlifted for years. So that was kind of in a rush. And then luckily my great coach, as I tore my hamstring, so my coach actually like talked with them and basically negotiated it that I can go. So yeah. So this week I'm actually going for the evaluation from the doctor, if I will need a surgery for that or not. But seems like I will not need, because I'm walking just fine. I just cannot like lift things from the ground, from the deadlift position. So as soon as the hamstrings need to work, yeah, it starts to hurt like hell. But I'm able to walk, which is a good sign. So it just needs time to heal. Alright, we have the shoulders, and that was difficult to actually paint. That was difficult. Now let's target the other metallic parts, such as all these armor plates in here. And there were supposed to be a Skaven runes imprinted there, so let's see if printer did it correctly, and we can see them, right? Guys, any of you playing Speed Freaks, I still play that game and I love it. Every day, like... So my ritual, like my routine in the morning is following. I just do a cold shower and like either drop my kids to school or kindergarten, depends if they're going with wife or with me. But usually we take care of one take each. Anyway, point is I walk my dog and then I sit behind the computer and doing administration work. So every day I do at least 1 or 2 games of Speed Freaks. This game has no business of being so good, and it's free. I actually bought the season pass, or loot pass, or however you want to call it, for €10, and I did not need to. It has no like advantage in the gameplay whatsoever. However, I feel that this game deserves it, so I like wanted to support it by buying it. It's so dynamic, you can find the game really quickly, up to like 5 seconds and you are in the game. And overall it's a great game. It's a great game. Like, it was a surprise for me to find out that they released it for free. That was really precious from them. Guys, who is pumped up for Space Marine 2? Tell me. I am. Like, what really excites me is the 3 versus 3. The Eternal War, or however they call the mode. So hopefully it will have some kind of like matchmaking and ranking system. That would be awesome. For sure I will play through story as well, don't get me wrong, however dynamic PvP is what I'm really up to. There's a super stoked for Space Marine 2. Played Space Marine 1 as a kid and I love it. Yeah, me too! Space Marine 1 was great. I'm curious how the story developed for the Titus, or Titus, however we wanna pronounce it. Because he got like taken away by the Inquisition, right? So apparently he got pardoned. Or he passed their tests. Which is kinda unusual. Okay, I need more of the color. Yeah, I heard only like a good praises for the Space Marine 2. That there are like many people are beta testing it, or not beta testing it, but having an early access. And all of them say that it's crazy good. So there's this new technology allowing you, or allowing the system to have like a really tens of thousands of moving objects on the screen, and they have this new rendering system that it will not overburden your hardware. So as I was watching the videos when like the tens of thousands of Tyranids were swarming, I got my juices flowing. What I would also like prefer, but it's just like a personal thing, is that for you to play as like a traitor marine in the story as well. And to my knowledge, that is not possible. You can play as traitor marine only in the 3 versus 3 PvP. But that would be cool. I'm sure that if they wanted, they could like somehow implement it like lore-wise, why you are a traitor in there, or they can just make a from traitor point of view. Imagine Iron Warrior came into the planet and starts killing everyone. Guardsmen too, as it was in Iron Within movie. That is a good movie. It's on Warhammer Plus. I recommend you to watch it, guys, for those who haven't. Oh, this is a tough space to go with a brush. Holy damn. Well, oil washes have a lot of work of covering this up, I can tell you now. Whew. I will barely scratch the surface, by the way. So we have 2, 4. Okay, this one. I need to go from this angle. But yeah, right now I'm sculpting too much and I'm doing too much terrain. However, I kinda am neglecting my miniature painting skills. So we need to, guys, we need to improve that. I need to paint more. I have to get out of my comfort zone of sculpting and get head first into painting as well. Yeah, let's start with this model. Oh, I forgot also we have the Ghost Army, right, going on. So yeah, tomorrow I will show you the raid goals. I have almost finished them. Those are the big ones. Or hell, listen, I will show you now. Why not? Give me a sec. Look at them. Those are the fallen wailing spirits. Those are 80mm base, so these will be serving as mangler squicks, right? Because this is like a ghost orc and goblin army, or Gloomspite Gitz army. So yeah, back to painting. Oh, and behind on the chat. Super stuff for specimen 2 times. Yeah, he was in Dead Watch to repent. Really? Nice. He isn't captain anymore, he is lieutenant now, so apparently he was just demoted. Fair enough. Have you played Boltgun yet? Yeah, I finished it. It's awesome. I love it. I actually have it on my other computer, but I can install it here as well. I can play Space Marine 2 tomorrow at Gamescom. Surprised that they even announced the new Amazon series with the Warhammer episode secretly. Really? Wait, what? A new Amazon series with the Warhammer episode. Secret levels. I need to see a trailer for that, guys. Your weakness is a choice. Exactly. They look also, I'm planning on getting some Maho and I ordered glow in the dark paint for the ghostly bits. Yeah, let me know how that will turn out, because I was always intimidated by these glowing paints, like in the dark, because I don't know, it's new, so I have respect for such things. But for sure let me know. I think I saw, it's one of the dioramas in the Warhammer world, right? These greenish translucent nighthounds coming out of the gate on the cliff diorama from the Death Gate. I think it was in Warhammer world. That looked cool. I mean, the paint job on the nighthound itself is really basic. It's almost like no highlights, no shadows, just sprayed this fluorescent or glow in the dark color. But listen, if you look at that model just individually and pick it out from the army, it looks really like not good as amateurish, but overall, as part of the huge diorama, that looked kind of cool. And you may be asking why why Nighthound? Because I like ghosts and I need like full army for as kind of like a promo models for my terrain set. So I enjoy painting ghosts because they're kind of simple, and I'm doing it with the oil washes over the white paint, so just like few highlights, and yet they look very cool, and red eyes. So by this way I can like have the full army without breaking my arms of like painting them to look good. Yeah, it's almost feel like cheating. I mean, I will make a video on YouTube about it. Actually, I have some parts of the footage already. Because you can basically ghostify anything. So if you have like a huge pile of shame, you can ghostify them and play them as Nighthound, or even as their respective army. I did this in the past with my big pile of shame of Gloomspite Gits, so I have like hundreds of models of Gloomspite Gits, and I did not have like time and energy to like paint them all, because I'm not a big fan of like painting huge armies. So I decided to ghostify them, and I instantly fell in love with that scheme. So I actually did not see this scheme on the internet. I just had an idea of like putting like pale blue oil wash over white and then swipe it away. And I did a few test models and I was immediately hooked because it looks really good. And I just like airbrushed them, or like glowing red eyes, right, with OSL effects. And that was basically it, and it looks good. Individual model as itself looked good, and as an army they were just awesome. So yeah, there are a few metal parts on his belt, so we need to paint this. Need to paint this. Oh, and these metal bands on his tail as well. Then we will just stipple and dry brush a few metallic parts, and then we're gonna switch into oils. Hopefully we'll still able to do it today. I would be happy if it's dry till tomorrow so I can continue. Yeah, that would be cool. What if I have a pile of Nighthound? I'll do it. Ghostify them. If you have them built, like literally nothing prevents you from doing that. And it's cheap also, you just need to prime them white. And you don't need to even like have troubles painting bases, because bases are oil washed too. So you are basically using just 2 oil washes, one for the ghosts. You wait till it's dry and then like wash it with streaking grime and swipe it away on the base and add details via pigment powders and just add a few grass stuffs and that's it. So the ones which I showed you right now, these 2 giant troll ghouls, their base was just a streaking grime swiped away and just the pigments with the grass stuffs and a few foliage. And that's it. That was it. Okay, here maybe. Alright now guys, you might be like thinking that, oh, I'm just going off the grid and like sloppily painting it, and you are absolutely right. However, I'm allowed to do so because oils will save us. Oh shit. I was being too cocky and I target his horns by accident. And also notice how many of these spikes he have. So each and every single one of these spikes represent a piece of warpstone. So that they need to be painted individually after everything is painted. So yeah, that's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Why? Again, I need to step out of my comfort zone and grind the painting, because I was getting too comfortable of just sculpting and doing terrain. So I was honing one skill, but the other were dormant. Thank you for the follow. And that's not right if the one skill is being neglected. Alright, let me just do a quick evaluation. What the fuck is this? What was that? What was the thing on the horn? That looked weird. Well, anyway, it's gone. Alright, so... oh yeah, there are a few bells on his horns, so let's paint this as well. And you know what I can do after it's finished? I can like add these artificial hair as I did on one of those undead monsters. So yeah, that's nice. I will show you in a second. Thank you for the follow. This will be one of those models, guys. I can tell you that it's gonna be a solid like 50 or 60 hours of painting. I'm not even kidding. It was solid 20 at least hours of just sculpting it, and another 50 or 60 for painting. Okay, this is done. Candiar in queue, I have dwarves, Great Knights, Tonka cities and Skaven finished before I tackle them. Ghostify them all! Make yourself a 10 at least 10 of different ghost armies. Oh wait, I just hit the horns by accident, so I need to correct that. Here as well, okay, cool. Now, oh here you have is wristband. So this probably will be the last. Oh no, we forget the knee wraps, or sorry, the chin wraps on the right foot. I'm probably this Friday will be stream and also Sunday, because on Monday it got cancelled and we need to maintain our like work regime. So yeah, and I already started this new 40k project of the huge terrain set, the ruined imperial city. So I've sculpted today. I was sculpting like crazy all day. So I did these imperial panels which will be modular and printed, and then I will recast them in silicone and recast them in plaster. And yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work. Yeah, that's gonna be for sure my most ambitious project, because it's gonna be like 40k and the stakes are high. Cannot disappoint you guys. So years ago I made myself this vow that every project I make has to be better than the previous one. So I made myself a whip. So I need to improve. And good thing about making terrain is that you have always room to improve, since you are doing things from scratch. So by improving, it can be just like having better ideas, right? So every project will need to be like more creative than the previous one. And I am fortunate enough to say that it's not a problem for me to come up with these different ideas, right? So I was blessed with high creativity. That's probably my like biggest, I call it superpower. And this is the one which I'm really like most grateful for, because my brain kept me entertained always. When I was a kid and I was bored, my brain just keep bringing me these images and just kept me entertained. I actually have this condition, it's called a hyperphantasia. It's a medical term for like super vivid imagination. I'm fortunate to have it. That's actually why I love reading a lot, because my brain conjures like these vivid images, and out there it's doing it automatically. So whenever I read a book, my brain conjures a like literal movie. And this is why I read. I read a lot. I read since I was a kid. Even though I'm not looking like that, I'm a huge book nerd. Books are great. Oh, fuck's sake! You see, there's a hole. I forgot to like patch it. Oh, damn. All right. Okay. Oh, never mind. We'll fix it later. We'll fix it later. Well, this is the downside of making like hollow models to save resin, because then you have to deal with this You know what's actually funny or sad? That I was trying to save money to have, not even money, okay, the hollow models have better structure because they're lighter and they last more. Anyway, so I was like trying to save money by not spending too much on the resin, but I've spent 3 hours of fixing the model. So next time I did my math wrong, so next time I rather spend more resin, so I have like 3 extra hours so I could do something else. Alright, finally we are out of the hell of the metallics. It seems like we did nothing and we spent already an hour. Holy crap. Alright, let's wash the brush. I will have a sip of water. Cheers, guys. Creating images while reading book is not normal. Well, not for everyone. So it's like the spectrum of this thing. So I think there are like 5 points, and the total opposite of it, it's called aphantasia. So some people with the aphantasia are unfortunate enough to not, for the brains not to conjure images while they read, and they like could not enjoy, for example, fantasy novels as much as like we do. Cheers, man! Keep it up. Thank you, bro. It might take a long time, but I know we will do an amazing job. Thank you. There's actually a series of tests on Google. If you want to like test yourself, if you have like on like what level of the spectrum you are regarding this, just Google hyperphantasia test, and you should find. There's basically one of those tasks is to imagine Apple without cheating, and then like objectively evaluate yourself what image of Apple you imagined, and based on that, that's one of the criteria they will like. You will know if on what level of this are you. Right now I'm reading Giant Slayer. Again, actually I read it. But it's a good, like Gothic and Feelings are good books. Very good books. So... Actually today we'll probably finish it. I'm at the very last passage when they finally enter the ziggurat and Taclis is about to fight Loigor and what is the other wizard name? Kelmine. Those are actually the main antagonists of like first half of the Gotrek and Felix book anthology, because they are the masterminds behind almost everything except the events with the Adolphus Krieger, because they like woke up Skjalandir, the dragon. They orchestrated like the Karak Doom Chaos Warrior meeting, you know, and so on and so on. They opened the ancient pathways. So now we are mixing Bal Red with Wildwood to have this nice darker red contrast paint, and we just slapping it onto our terrain. Oh, sorry, terrain onto our Skaven god, not god, king. Veskerit, I called him. This is the demon Verminking of Skaven. Usually I'm nervous when I'm painting such detailed models. But right now I'm strangely calm and confident. That is not normal for me. So probably you guys like awakened that confidence in me. Actually, I have a confession to make. The reason why I'm not painting so much and I'm rather sculpting is that like past times the more complex models gave me like anxiety because I was like super not confident to paint them. So, but right now it seems okay. I somehow know that it will look great. I'm curious how this engraved runes on the cloth will look like. If it will be sufficient enough for the white oil to stick into, so I can like make an OSL in them, or we just leave them as they are. Where are we? Here. But that what you mentioned, that secret levels, I will watch that definitely, at least a trailer for it. You know what gives me confidence in painting? Oil washes, guys. Oil washes are like low-key the best thing in miniature painting. Yeah, by far. Opa. I almost dropped him. Ooh, now the more obscured parts. Oh shoot. Oh, and also his loincloth. Or the robe. Or a skirt! However we want to call it. Yeah, that's cool. I'm curious how much contrast paints we will spend doing just this. And tomorrow or Friday I need to take a trip to the city. Well, speaking as if I was living in a village. Now it's like 15 minutes drive. But still I am like a huge like home sitting and studio sitting nerd. I hate driving and I hate leaving my part of the town. But anyway, I will take trip to hobby store to restock, namely oil washes. Oh, sorry, oil paints. Okay, now the other part. Tell me what's your favorite product in hobby, paint or tool. I'm curious to know. And you asked about Kolinsky brushes. Yeah, this is a good demonstration what they can do. So notice how well the tip is still straight without it getting like distorted. So this is a testament of their capabilities. Thank you for the follow! Guys, any Spyro the Dragon fans here? Tell me. Spyro the Dragon was a great source of my creative journey as an inspiration, because that is one of the best fantasy universes I've ever encountered. I have only the good memories for it since I was a kid, and to this day I like to watch a couple speedrunners. I like to watch Dioman speedrunning the Spyro the Dragon 1. That game is just a pure masterpiece. I like the times when games had worse graphics, so I can call it like retro graphics. So that, like, by a game having bad graphics, or not bad, like a retro graphic, it allows your imagination to work. And what computers could not, your imagination finished or added. Skylanders, I did not play that. My cousin played it, but I'm more talking about Spyro Dragon 1. Ooh, that's a huge blob of contrast paint. And guys, I've like released the part 2 of painting the Cthulhu set, so for those who did not seen it, feel free to watch it. And next week, the video will be finally from the Skaven set, so we'll jump a bit ahead and I'll show you how I built the Skaven set and how I painted it. So it will be into 2 parts again. First part will be building, second will be painting. Whew, this is too much obscured. Can I get in there with the brush? Come on! Yes, good. Whew, that was tough. Okay, now the bottom part of the cloak, or these shoulder rags. Be careful not to like, put the red paint on the skin, because that is hard to fix later. Not even oil washes can save it, because red is really aggressive color. Very hard to cover. So today I was like in a hardware store in a search of proper Replican primer for this model. I got the advice from the shop seller. He told me that, oh, this spray is good, like it's priming well, covers well. And he vowed that it's a satin one, or matte, and it's not glossy. So I tried it, and of course it was glossy, so that was a useless fucking purchase. Thank you for the follow! Tell me what is your favorite spray, Replican spray for priming. I'm not much experienced with Replican spray priming, so I'll take an advice. Give me a good recommendation. I know the Citadel sprays are good, but they are kind of expensive. So one spray costs like what, 15 to 20 euro? Holy crap, now I'm painting the really obscured parts. Barely can see under his loincloth or skirt or robe. Yeah, robe is the nice. And last stream we were talking about MMOs and World of Warcraft in particular. And as I'm watching the War Within, the new expansion coming out, I'm really tempted to to play again. I need to resist the temptation. It looks good. It looks so good. But the thing is that all new expansion looks good, and then it kind of get boring, and it will like take so much time. Okay, what were we missing? So we painted this. I will put some sepia wash on the parchments on his stuff as well. Oh damn. Wait, oh here. Okay, from this side it looks cool. Okay, now let's do around the tail, but I will have a sip of my magnesium water. Imperpatas that explains a lot. Nice! Yeah, I was scared to paint my first model 2 Necron Scab, and after making my first army with 1000 souls, I can say it is easier, just more tiresome. Yeah, it can be. That's why I need to like search for easier and more enjoyable schemes. So my joy for hobby painting or for miniature painting like rejuvenated when I discovered oil washes and oil paints. Ever consider making tank or play models? Well, not tank in particular, but I'm playing with an idea of sculpting some 40k steampunk demon army, so kind of like rusty robots. It's still on my to-do list, wish list. So yeah, I'm considering, buddy. I have to replace my value brushes with these. Well, they're good. Like, again, look at it. It's Colibri. Google it. It's not expensive, and they will last you a long time. Airbrush plus speed paint. Never had so much control about the color or saturation on the base layer before. I see I'm gonna need of those brushes. Yeah, I do. Speed paint. I kind of have heavy heart on them since they released the speed paints 1 and it ruined my Stompa model for a client because it kept reactivating. When it comes to acrylic, I'm using Pro Acryl. Those are heads down the best acrylic paints on the market. Like by far. The closest you can get to it is AK. But Pro Acryls are better. Like when it comes to airbrushing, no paint is smoother and better quality than Pro Acryls. I love them. I kind of started using them recently, so to say, like a couple months ago, but I'm never going back to anything else. They're just so good. Like whole Skaven set, which I will make a video and it will be out next week. I painted with them, and as you can see, the quality is really good. Like when it comes to contrast paints, is there anything similar to this project? To this project? Damn, I cannot even speak. To this product, I want to say. See, the evening streams are kinda tough on me because I can barely speak. I need to take naps before the streams, so I'm fresh. When I'm going around these details and I need to really focus on not splattering the paint on the skin, I almost hold my breath when I'm like going there. Because again, yeah, it's hard to fix. The red is hard to fix. God. Again, I'm looking forward to oil washing this. It will hide all the mistakes. Notice the runes are still visible. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, probably not. It's because the light is too bright here. But I can assure you that those runes are visible. What is this? Is it leaking resin? Huh, I need to check it after the stream. There's this weird like spot on the horns. It's getting greasy, so probably there is a resin inside. I need to fix that. Well, now the hardest part, I think, to go here and target the innards of this cloth hanging. Like this, right? Oh, and also the rope from the inner side. Hey, my head is banging to the camera. That I need to prevent. We don't want to go out of focus, are we? So that is good. Now this. You may be seeing it even better than I do on a camera, because this is really obscured. Again, I'm looking forward for the new Skaven model when I see like people paint jobs and how they will perceive it, because that looks like hell to paint too. It needs to be painted in sub-assemblies, I'm afraid. Okay, that's cool. Now the last part is still here. Okay. Well, that was nice. Oh yeah, here. Actually, this ball red is probably the best color, best contrast paint singular. It's so good. Where are we? There's a reason why I'm more focused on disposal siege and contrast paints now that stuff is gift from God. But it's true. Couldn't agree more about the Procreal never going back since I picked them up last year. True, agreed. And actually have a chat with the creators of the Procreal, and they explain me the process behind, and those are really paints designed by pro painters. So they made it because they understand it, and it's really shown. They deliver the best quality. I'm gonna get another band of paint, but still have enough for the citadel brand, so it might take a while. That's true. I just put in the fridge upside down and call it a day to stop the resin. When you like unfreeze it, then what? It does not continue? Hey Macho! Well, looks amazing, especially like the crown. Witch King vibes. Oh, thank you, bro. Glad you like it. So we are going here. Okay, this is the last, probably the obscured part. Okay, explain, please elaborate on the fridge part. I need to know more, because if it's gonna help, I'm definitely gonna try it. So please tell me how it will stop the resin. Because sometimes it makes me so mad, because I'm like curing it like a freaking idiot for minutes on end, and still I'm like sealing every gap. So one would say that it's over, and yet from some point it's still leaking. So if you have any trick, spill it out. I want to know. Damn, this is so obscured. It's so hard to reach. Like hardest on the last. Hardest part on the last, right? Okay, and here, oh well. Hopefully. Whew. Yeah, that was tough. Maybe here a bit, and now. Oh no, here. Here. Love this, I'm always a big fan of your content. Can we get a quick bicep flex showed off from Montana? Sure! Thank you very much for being here, bro. Bicep for a fan! I was just joking, I'm just a half-asser. Okay. But if that would help, I'm willing to try. No, but really, you think you like clear the model properly, dig the holes, seal the holes, like submerge it in the isopropyl, and you think that all the like resin is gone, but it's still leaking. But maybe not. Well, that's a like tomorrow's Maho problem. Now we will do the metallics. Finally. Something chill. Okay, cool. And notice after like a whole session of applying contrast paints how the tip of the brush is straight. It's perfect. Guys, it's perfect. And some of them I have for years. For example, this one. This is like from the 3 or 4 years ago when I bought this batch, and I'm still using it. And I'm using this one for blending oils. So it's like starting to splinter, but just give it a good old Hawk 2 and it's straight again. Alright, let's wait a couple of seconds and let us go to metallics. So gently dry brushing, then stippling, dry brushing, all that jazz. And for that, I'm actually grabbing this tiny little brush. These I got from Temu for like a couple of cents, and I have this big pack of them. There are hundreds of them. It's a very good buy. Very good purchase. 11 out of 10. Thank you, bro. Can you when you do some live terrain? Well, we are doing them like kind of periodically, cause it depends on the project what I'm working on at the moment. But for example, we painted one piece of the Skaven Blight set. It was like 2 weeks ago, and actually from the September we'll kind of restructuralize a bit these streams. So predominantly we'll be making terrain. So I will be. Hello, Centalentum. I will be doing like 2 projects at the same time, but for the stream we will do just the terrain. So we will sculpt, 1 week we will sculpt terrain, then we will print it, paint it, so we'll make a whole set. So streams will be more terrain oriented. This is actually, this model is part of the Skaven Blight set. It's for the same client, so that's why we are doing it on a stream. And to be like terrain maker or slash like miniaturist in general, hobbyist in general. So I have like many projects going on. So it's kind of hard to predict what we'll be doing when. But I will try my best to like give it a proper structure, if you know what I mean. So just grab this brush and stipple slash dry brush. It will be covered in oils anyway, and we will do the metallic parts all over again. This is just for it to have that metallic layer, at least some. So on the staff here, right. And I will grab a sponge as well. Or no, sponging will not work here because there is like small details, and it will get on the unwanted parts. Well, if I target by accident these like warp stones, nothing really matters because they will be painted last, and I will like giving them a white undercoat anyway, so it's not a big deal. So go here. And all these metallic parts will be rusted, so some oil rusts and everything. Well, it's a lot of work. So again, this metallic part is just some precursor to the preparation for the oil washes. So there will be another one after we wash it and it's dried. So tomorrow, first thing in the morning, I need to fix that leaking resin in the horn, or if to look at it closely, if it's even the resin, or if it's leaking. It seems like, but it might be like already dried. I need to check that. Is it? Okay. So here in these unreachable parts, I will try just to stipple. Yeah, something like that. Okay, now here. Hey, Kid Bash. Hello, Big Rig. I just went down the rabbit hole on the colibri brushes. They are squirrel hair. Never had a squirrel hair before. I ever have brushing. How they are sold in Canada. I hope to. I hope you can get like grip on them and try them. I actually did know the brand before. I was just recommended this by my friend, and they sell it here like on the eShop where I ordered things, so I gave them a try and I'm super satisfied with them. If you Google it, I'm curious what is the price in Canada for them. Because here it's a few bucks, it's about €7 per brush. Maybe now they got more expensive, but I'm not expecting a drastic price jump. So worst case scenario, that will be like €10 a piece, which is okay. Still okay. I mean, some like these super professional brushes cost maybe like an €8 a piece. I've seen such brushes. I would love to try them just for the sake of trying, if they're really worth the price. Because I don't know who used like €80 brushes. I think probably some professional painters, like canvas painters, which like, and they're using them for the like crispiest details. But that's just my guess. I've seen these expensive brushes in the art shop, like for the like canvas painting. That's what I'm thinking it. That's why I think it, right? So now the crown. Or maybe I'm toying with idea of making the crown gold, but I need to sleep on it. Until I decide it will be like the rest of the other metallics. Yeah, when I look on the screen, the metallics looks nice. So we're doing a good job, guys. This is what I keep repeating to myself, that trust your skills, trust the process, it will look great. It will look great. And right now I believe that. Okay, what? Oh yeah, this another like shin plate on this side. Whew. Damn, that's so obscured. Okay, now here. This is just a few touches here. Okay, maybe here now the stuff. Oh, here. Okay, the one band on the tail. This one. Okay, now the stuff. I think for that we... Oh no, let's stick with this brush. Why not? It's more than capable of doing it. Okay. What is shot saying? I don't know, should I speed it up by 50%? Hopefully not. Have you ever wanted to do some dioramas like the ones in the world? Yeah, definitely. But the problem is that since this is my job, I need to get paid for it. So I'm hoping that somebody will commission me to do this, and then I'm more than happy to start. Or when my YouTube channel will be big enough, so they will pay me a decent money or any money, so I can actually do such huge projects. But yes, definitely, it's my dream to do some huge projects like that. Okay, Da Vinci brushes are nice. I haven't heard of them. Are they from the more expensive range? Quick bump your mouse ask them for affiliate link. Okay. Actually, honestly, I thought that these brushes are local, but apparently they are worldwide. This Colibri. I don't know why I thought that they are local, from Czechoslovakia, somewhere here, Czech or Slovaks. That's what I mean. Because you know brand Kohinoor. Kohinoor have one of the best oil paints, by the way, and they have good acrylics too. No, this is the very ancient Czech color brand. They, for sure, you get in contact with their pencils, like Kohinoor pencil. Kohinoor was, if I remember correctly, the biggest raw diamond font, right, in Africa. Am I right? Hell yeah, 20 per brush in Canada, can't win. Oh yeah, that's 3 times more expensive. Would you take sculpting commissions? I would, if it's a monster or... I prefer sculpting monsters or nasty things like Skaven. I don't like sculpting humanoids. So nothing nice. So no humans, no dwarves, no elves, especially no elves. But if it's a monster, beast, undead, goblin, orc, of course, my pleasure. So it's 54 by 69 for set of 3. In normal making, and they will come. All the makers do sometimes like that, but yeah. Dude, to make such diorama, like the Warhammer World scale, it's thousands of euro for that. And the biggest problem when you're doing something like this in this scale... Okay, now I'm good. Almost sneezed. Is the shipping problems, right? Because it's a huge piece of art, and it's kind of delicate, and you need to make sure that it's shipped properly. So that is a huge problem. The best case scenario for me in this case would be some local buyer who would pick up it by person. That would be the best. I have the clients from all over the world, so I shipped to cold Alaskan Anchorage and up to Fairy Tale New Zealand. I shipped in Texas, I shipped in Australia, so there is no problem. But those are the regular sets, right? Medium to big size, but nothing compares to huge diorama size sets as they are in the Warhammer world. That is a whole new level. But yeah, it's my dream to do something big like that. And such thing is not done within a week or a month. I mean, this is like at least 6 months of work. Because you need to do everything. You need to like make the landscape, you need to sculpt your own terrain pieces, you need to print them, you need to like put it all together, and then you have the army, right? You need to like make an army. So if I want to do it, one of my conditions would be that I will actually like sculpt the army which will be located in them, or at least paint, right? But ideally sculpt. And yeah, so that's why it would take me like 6 months, maybe more. Actually, I had a meeting with CEO or the general director in the local art museum in Bratislava. I showed him my work and he absolutely loved it. So we were in the negotiation of me making them some exposition, you know, in the museum. But it crashed on the pricing. So basically the museum and art in general in my state is like heavily underfunded, so nobody would pay for it. Like, for that I told him that, listen, I would do it just for the material cost, right? Just for the sake of like reputation and glory, because it's like to have one of your pieces displayed in the National Museum, it's like the artist's dream, am I right? However, they could not even afford half the price of the material which I like proposed to him, so it was like, well, maybe one day then. I told him. A few makers make them post, people ask them. Yeah, that's true. I mean, they would buy it if I like make it, but still, it's you will feed a lot of money into it, and you will get paid afterwards. So I need first to have like a running, steady, decent sources of income from this. Then I will maybe do it. Well, fast, nothing wrong. This one I need to keep trying on, yeah. My Necron Volume 3 months, still another 5 till they're ready to paint. But usual. Yeah, that's nice. So if you're making like such project for yourself, and you are not tied by time, then it's super enjoyable, I would say. Okay, what else? We have still a couple of minutes, so we nailed the metallics. Maybe I will just do a bit on this chain here. So, metallics, we did the ropes. Now it started looking somehow. It started to get this shape of colors. So now, let me just paint these. Let me fetch a Nazgul yellow, which is like almost dry, and make these parchments. Just for the sake of it, I will Google now how much these colibri brushes cost now here. Colibri candles. Wait, Da Vinci. Okay, they're selling Da Vinci, but Da Vinci here cost, this is Collinel, it's Kolinsky size, I'm just looking at it right now. It's Kolinsky size of, where's the size? Anyway, it cost, I cannot see the size, but it costs €6.80, which is good, I think. Here, this is colibri brushes. But these are synthetics. I need to search for Kolinsky. Oh, size 2 here in Slovakia cost... Wait, I just need to check if this is... Look, I will share the screen. Okay. Oh shit. No. Sorry for that. So this is like, for example, Colibri size 2 is this different handle, but it costs like 477. So it's reasonable here. It's cheap here, not reasonable. But where is it? Yes, oh no, that's Temu, fui. I would not buy Kolinsky brushes from Temu, definitely. Okay, anyway, but it's still cheaper, I would say, than... And... Alright, so let's paint the parchments. If I was a millionaire, I would have something like that. Well, hopefully, that's a good idea. And I'm not even like money hungry. All I need is just to make sure my family have like decent like living. And I, for myself, I mentioned it many times, I don't give a living shit about the money. All I need money for is the supplements, gym membership, food, and that's it. And the supplies for the hobby. And nothing else interests me. I really don't care about anything else. So clothes, I don't really buy clothes. I wear the same things until they literally break and dissolve itself, and then I will buy something new. The only like investment when it comes to clothes, I'm buying like expensive running shoes. So that I'm willing to invest like 400-500 euro, because that is making a big difference in your like performance. And that was in the times when I was competing in running, so... Well, it was not that time ago, like 3 months ago, or no, sorry, 2 months ago was my last competition. So yeah, that's what I was like spending my most money. But that's about it. I wear shirts for 2 euros. Okay, now let's check the parchment on the side. And it's cool. Now it might seem like too yellow, but think that we will be oil washing it, so it will tone it down. Okay, so what else we can do? I think that's it for today, because then we'll be oil washing it. Then the real painting will start. Like making the tones and stuff. Whew. Good session. I enjoyed it today, guys. It was enjoyable. Honestly, I prefer buying cheap brushes. I found 20 brush pack for like 200 pesos and they will hold up fairly well. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I use these, as I mentioned, like these like silicone brushes or synthetic brushes, or how do you call it, like for almost anything else but the detail work. So yeah, those are necessary as much as those Kolinsky ones. But if you buy one for like one Kolinsky brush or two, I recommend having actually two sizes. So I started with these two. So this is actually a lineal brush. I have it for like 3 or 4 years, maybe more. So this is a size 2, and one which is size 1. So this is all you need for the detail work, and then you can probably expand. So today we were working with the size 3 colibri brush, so that was with the application of these contrast paints, and the reason I chose this brush for today's work was because this model contains a lot of like unreachable parts, right? So I need this sharp tip to go into the nooks and crannies and paint it properly. So yeah, it was awesome to be here. Thank you. I'm really glad that you people came, and like new people came. It's awesome. Always happy to expand my streaming family. Kukan, did you watch the new Strongest Man on Earth competition? I watched some parts of it, but during the weekend, when I will have my biking cardio sessions, I will rewatch it all because I'm looking forward to it. These are one of the most entertaining sports events to this world, so I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, definitely we'll watch it. So guys, I think we'll stream on Friday and on Sunday, and we will continue on this beautiful boy. So guys, thank you very much for being here. It was an awesome pleasure, and as usual, and I'm glad this happened. So guys, Fanatic Thursday. What's my first line? Keep up the views. Looks great. Sorry, lad. Have a good one. Hello, Timothy. Well, you can rewatch it anytime, guys. All my streams are archived on YouTube in live section. Rewatch it. Like, allow me to be your painting companion. Guys, thank you, and have a good one. Ciao.